Hello everyone, Neil Patel here. Thank you for downloading the latest episode of the Indian Startup Show. So this week I chat to Hitashi Garg. He's the co-founder of MrNeeds. MrNeeds is a micro-delivery app-based subscription service that delivers your milk, bread, eggs and other groceries on a daily basis to its customers. So in just 8 months of the launch, they've delivered approximately 1,500 orders a day to 9,000 customers, which is awesome stuff. So in this podcast, we talk about how he got the idea, how it works, what makes them different to the other food startups in India, his background, and how they plan to scale, and much, much more. So please enjoy the show. Thank you. Hello, Hitashi. Thanks for coming on the Indian Startup Show today.
Yeah, thanks, Neil, for having us here.
Excellent. Please tell the listeners what you're building, please.
So, Neil, we run a company called MrNeeds. It's a subscription-based service. What you can do is, instead of placing orders on daily basis, your daily essential, basically, what you can do is you can just place the order for the entire month, and then you get all your supplies without any disruption. You do not need to log in the app. You do not need to reorder anything. You just do it once, and then anything else you need on top of it, you can just go ahead and add whatever you want to add for the deliveries.
Excellent. Where did the idea come from?
Throughout my life, I've been an entrepreneur, started a lot of ventures, right? And when I was working at Adobe, so I was traveling a lot, and me and my wife is also working. So I wanted a solution, right? So that everything can be delivered at your doorstep. That was the inception of the idea. A lot of people were already doing it. A lot of people were already delivering groceries to the doorsteps, but it wasn't that connected. You still had to go to the brick and mortars, because the products were not available. And the challenge with working professionals are like they have to leave, at least in India, and I'm sure in US, UK and US as well. They have to leave for their office before 9 a.m., right? So, and nobody was delivering before 9 a.m. So the concept was how we can address the daily need of working professionals, right? And how we can make sure they never run out of their supplies. So that's how MrNeeds came into the existence.
And how's it going so far?
So, prior to MrNeed, I was running another grocery venture. We molded it. We changed the whole business plan and the business model, and MrNeeds came into the existence. So currently, we are serving more than 10,000 customers, and we are serving more than 1,500 orders a day. So, and it's growing. We are growing much faster pace even than what we expected.
Is that what you expected when you first came up with the idea, or when you first launched?
So once we launched, within a week, we had more than 100 customers. So the response was really good. How it is different than the market, if we talk about the current competition, we are not exactly online grocery, let me be very honest, or e-grocer, Neil. What we are is, we are a cross-selling platform where we are building the loyalty and the trust with our customers, so that we can cross-sell anything on top of it. We started with milk. This is the commodity in India everybody uses, everybody, in any form, right? So milk acting as a piggybacking for us, we just connect to our customers. Now customer knows these guys are coming every day without fail, bringing my supplies, and then I can get anything else on top of it. So we started with 100 products. Today, we have more than 4,000 products on our platform and adding a lot of others every day.
Who's your target customer then?
So our target group is very specific. We serve people, those are living in high-rise societies. So we do not serve individual houses. What we do is, for example, you live in a society where a lot of people are already residing, a group community or group society, what you can say that, right? And our focused group is working professionals, those are living in high rise. There are a lot of reasons. It helps us reducing the cost of delivery. Second, they are the actual buyer of online products. And so TG is very, very specific for us.
Why would I use you rather than like a normal supermarket? Just convenience, would you say?
So Neil, honestly, yes, we are definitely cheaper than the supermarket, right? Most of the products are on the discounted price. It's not like another e-commerce where we are making losses by throwing discounted, but the cost of procurement is much lesser than the supermarket. And that is the reason definitely these are cheaper. The second reason is there is no minimum order, there is no delivery charges when we do deliveries. So even you can order a single packet of milk or even a single packet of bread that get delivers to you without any extra charges.
Excellent. So obviously the food delivery space is absolutely huge in India. What are your thoughts on the food delivery space then? Is it booming or is it busting?
So Neil, be honest with you, it is growing, and definitely everybody knows in India the e-grocery market is going to grow. The current market size is $365 billion of the whole market, right? And e-grocery is growing 40% CAGR every year. Means that's a huge growth, and the opportunity is high. It's all about how much share of the pie you can eat.
Where do you want to be this time next year then?
So this year, if we talk about 2017, we started with only one city, Noida, but today we are in Ghaziabad. We are expanding to the other areas of Delhi. We are expanding to Gurgaon. Basically, we are growing, and we're gonna launch a lot of other services on top of it because our customers are so connected with us. They are expecting us to deliver more just than the groceries, and that's what we are heading for.
So there's no minimum orders and there's no delivery charges. Do you say that?
Yeah, that's what I said. So the reason is, if I'll give you an example. If we talk about one high rise, in one high rise, or you can call it one cluster, we have more than 500 orders just from one cluster. So that gives us the economies of scale to deliver product without any delivery charges.
How many orders do you get a day then, would you say?
So currently, today, we are delivering more than 1,500 orders a day.
Wow.
A day. Yeah. And it's growing. We are growing like 30% month on month.
How does that make you feel then?
So definitely it's exciting, and it gives us goosebumps sometimes, because sometimes you are feeling like, hey, this is growing much than the expected. And then you have to look at your capability and the current capacity. We are adding our capacity on daily basis. And we are we just trying to grow much so that we can address all the need, all the demand of our customers. That's what the focus is right now.
How big's the team then?
So team, if you talk about the management, we have around 10 to 12 people. In technology, we have people in technology and we have people in marketing, but the team is more than 50 people as of today.
So they work on the app and the website and do the deliveries as well, is that right?
Yeah, everything. If we talk about as a company, we have more than 50 people as on today. But if we talk about technology and marketing, we have limited people because our focus is in optimizing the cost of logistics. That is extremely important. The reason is, Neil, the industry. If we talk about the industry standard, the cost of delivery is above 60 rupees for a lot of companies, right? I don't want to name them, you understand. Okay, so in our case, what we have done is we have optimized our delivery where our cost of delivery is below 10 rupees in most of the areas where we are delivering.
So what's the average sort of order then?
To be honest, sometimes it even goes to 10,000 for a single customer. So there is no limitation. Customer can order even for 50,000 rupees. The only thing is he should be ready to pay that. Right. So the maximum, even if we talk about today's order, like a lot of orders are above $500. Right. So because we do a lot of cross-selling, we sell 4,000 products. That includes personal care, that includes your fruit and vegetables, that includes your daily staples, and definitely dairy products.
So what's been like the highlight so far at your time at MrNeeds?
So highlights are definitely the amount of customers we are serving. We are serving more than 9,000 customers. On top of it, most of our orders are repeat orders, right? Our 70% orders are repeat. So that means our customers are loving us and they are believing in us. And there are a lot of areas, a lot of clusters where we are profitable, right? We are breaking even there. And it's an 8-month-old company in terms of operations, and we are doing remarkable growth. That is what a company is looking for.
What's your background then?
So, okay, I'll talk about myself and the team. So, prior to MrNeeds, I was working with Adobe. I was working as a solution consultant and evangelist, looking after both digital marketing and media business. Being a part of a lot of bigger deal, right? So then after Adobe, I started PeopleEasy.com. That was another grocery, but that was purely into the grocery where we are doing during the afternoon and the evening deliveries. Later on, we launched, we shut People Easy because of the challenges we had, and we launched MrNeeds. That's my background. And if we talk about the team, Ravi is so we have 4 co-founders, me, Ravi Verma, Ravi Vadva, and Yogesh. So both are industry veteran. Ravi has more than 7 years experience and was working with Deloitte prior to MrNeeds. Mr. Vadva he has around 31 years of experience, and he was country head for a lot of companies, and now is a part of the family, MrNeeds family. And Yogesh is by profession is a chartered accountant, held a lot of financially in terms of consultancy for a lot of companies, and he liked the idea. He came as a board member for MrNeeds as well. Has around 15 years of experience. Then we have our investor, Mr. Arora, Umesh Arora. He's a brilliant businessman. Saw the potential in MrNeeds, invested in MrNeeds, and now deeply involved with MrNeeds. So he wants to take it to the next level along with us.
Excellent. What is the next level then?
So next level is definitely capturing the whole India, even taking MrNeeds to global, right? You never know. Maybe we come to Europe, or maybe we come to Dubai. That's the thought. That's the vision.
Excellent. You said you worked at Adobe. What were the reaction to your friends and family when you said you were going to do a leave and start a new startup?
Honestly, Anil, everybody was thinking I'm insane. I have lost my mind. Leaving company like Adobe at a very good position and starting grocery. The first question, the kind of response I received from my friends and family, like, this guy has gone out of his mind. He is insane, right? So, but I believed in it and started MrNeeds, and that's where we are today.
Excellent. Okay. You mentioned funding. Do you have any funding advice for our listeners?
So the idea is, first of all, you have to believe in your idea. So prior to getting to the funded, we went to multiple VCs, we went to multiple individuals, and nobody wanted to invest in grocery. Right. So, A, believe in your idea. Second, be your number right. You need to know what vision you have and what you want to achieve. And the third is team. And fourth is more important. You should have contacts. So, should not be doing cold calling or using LinkedIn, just sending the request so that somebody gives you the investment. It's all about how you pitch the idea and how you convince with the team to your investors. That is extremely important. Just one thing I wanted to add in, I think that's the message to your listener, Neil, and everybody who's listening to this. Don't run startup or don't launch any startup just for the funding. You won't be able to make it success. If you want to do something, believe in your idea, and that is more important, not just the funding. So that is extremely important.
And in terms of pitching, you must have done quite a few pitches. Any advice on how to do a really good pitch?
But rest is, you need to talk about the journey. You need to talk about how you're going to execute the plan, and then how you're going to make it a success. That is extremely important. These are the points you should have in your PPT.
So if anyone wants to do a startup, what advice would you give them?
Okay. One thing I must say, you should not have home loan because that pulls you back, right? You can't take bold decision sometime because you have to pay for your home loan, right? That is the biggest issue with a lot of IT professionals in India, because they have liabilities, right? And the biggest liability is your home, in India at least, right? So if you want to get into startup world, be ready with it, right? Your friends and family will be against you. You might not be sleeping, right? And make sure you do not have home loan. Rest. Try to create a balance, because this is also important. 24-hour working for something, trust me, it might later on it become very, very hectic for you guys. So try to balance it from the day one, right? And make sure you want to do it. That is exactly more important, because everybody gonna push you, pull you, whatever you think gonna happen with your life in future.
Okay, last question then for people who want more information on Mr. Needs. What must they do?
They can Google us. They can reach out to all of us. We are available. We are available on LinkedIn. We are available on Facebook. Though I prefer Facebook for friends, right? So LinkedIn is a better option to connect professionally. And I think that's more than enough. You can just download the app as well. The app is available for both Android, iOS, and we have a web as well. You can just get it, check. You can get them checked.
Brilliant. Hitashi, thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much, Neil, for having me here. And thanks.
Thanks to Hitashi for coming on the show today. That is the end of the show. If you liked it, please leave a rating and review of the show. Just search for the Indian Startup Show on iTunes, Stitcher and Overcast. We're also on Pocket Cast, Downcast, Instacast, Pocket Kit and Apple TV. If you are building something exciting, email me hello@neilpatel.co or tweet at Indian Startup SH or go to facebook.com/Indian Startup Show. Love, connect and chat. Thank you and goodbye.